This is Level Devil. I haven't played this in a while. I do have a lot of levels completed, but I forgot what happens in this game, so I know there's trolling. Oh my! That, I remember that. That's an iconic. No! Okay. I turned on airplane mode. Ah!
I can make videos with my face, but I still don't know how to light them up. And if I am on camera, I should actually remember to use hand gestures, or else this happens. Ugh, maybe I'll stick to being a fox. My video from this period
Jesus.
making terrible Geometry Dash ads.
I actually did! A Roblox game kinda like
It's a
this,
pretty good idea for a
but I
video
used media instead of my microphone.
Unfortunately, this is also when my uploads really started to slow down since life was going away and my
Oh
standards
god,
were
I
going
suck
up
at this
and my
game.
ideas were going down, and sometimes it would take months before I had
I
an idea that I
am
really
not
wanted to make.
going to skip.
But whenever I did have one,
Oh my god, I keep falling.
I just knew and still do know that if I force myself to constantly make videos, even though I'm probably missing out on tons of money and clout, at least I'm still really passionate about doing this. And slowly but surely, I figured out exactly what kind of videos I wanted to make. We're 5 seconds into the level, you know where the coin is? Oh, I don't know, how about this random hanging wall over here? That's right, crashing out about things that don't matter. I also went back to my talking icon roots by introducing this guy, who was my character for the longest time, but I never really showed it until now. It sort of evolved from me getting random fan art and also liking kitsunes. I mainly incorporated him because the videos were getting longer, and since I like using different footage for nearly every sentence, these clips helped to fill in a lot of space. It also gave more personality to my channel, and I like how
Yeah,
he's
see, I
either
have
super
that.
cool or a total dingus. But he's still not a furry, I swear. These past few years are when I realized how much I love sharing useless knowledge with the community and
Oh my, why did I actually knew that was coming. Why does this game look like turds? Am I a turd? Am I a black turd and intestines? So why did I fail that?
This many people are interested in hearing all the
Ha.
stuff I have to say.
Ah!
It's like selling out an auditorium because everyone wanted to hear me talk about the third spike of stereo madness. I've said it 100 times. It's so cool that I can spark these kinds of discussions.
So I knew that.
And get people thinking about
I
stuff
knew
they've
it,
never
see.
looked that deep into, whether they actually matter or not. It also leads to some great.
Haha, loser.
The spider part could have at least been moved to the one later in the level. Ever since 2.2, I've also been playing the game a lot more often. I love checking out all the newly rated levels.
Oh, please.
Where people essentially get to make their own games in a super chill and supportive environment. Well, most of the time. As far as
Flipping no.
my current hobby is Windy Landscape, which I beat back in November. I know that 10 years to beat an insane game.
My mobile.
But I only started making an effort fairly recently. 2 years ago, my hardest
Jesus.
was Decode. But the most
Loser.
recent development in this whole journey is that I became a moderator a few weeks ago.
Nope.
Massive honor. I've already come across so many awesome unrated levels that I'm glad I can support by sending. I'm still trying to figure out the best system for taking requests when my channel is busy.
Play.
But I promise that I'm keeping a close eye on the community and doing my best to look out for all the creators. So, what
Nope.
comes next? Honestly, I don't know, and I never have. The best answer
Who's
I can
knocking
give
on
is
my door
whatever I
right
feel
now?
like making. Fortunately, I
Nope.
have an awesome idea.
There's no way I did that first try.
Plus, I'm constantly collaborating with other YouTubers, so keep
Dang
that and
it.
show your support towards them. It'll forever feel weird that I'm seen as this huge popular creator, so I try not to let it get to my head. And I know that I'm nowhere near the fastest growing Geometry Dash channel on YouTube. In fact, I'm still far from 1 million subscribers.
No.
Change that. But the
Yeah, look.
gradual increase in my sub count makes everything feel a lot more genuine. If you want to make it this far, my honest advice is to just make what you would personally
Go!
watch. Try to come up with interesting ideas that set yourself apart from other channels, so people have a reason to check out yours. And thankfully, Geometry Dash gives you a lot to work with.
No.
You can play D-Man, build stuff, attempt challenges, make hour-long essays, and 2.2 has even given us mods like Go. There's always something new to bring to the table, and the community is still small enough that it's not overrun with competition like Minecraft or Roblox. Just make stuff, enjoy it, and know that if you sell your soul to shorts, you'll be left.
Ah!
Thank you so much for hanging around this past decade, whether you've been here since one fortnight
Ah!
or found this channel yesterday. I didn't get this far because I like Geometry Dash, but rather
Ha-ha.
because I do as well. It still feels like such a niche game, and yet everyone's heard of it. Thank you to RobTop and the moderators for maintaining this game for so
I
long.
knew
The
it.
creators who actually provide content for it, the YouTubers, modders, top
I'm not
players,
getting that one because it
everyone
probably
who's
kills you,
making
and
it
I'm
today.
pro.
And also Hatsune Miku. I couldn't have done it without her. I've learned a lot over these 10 years, from the
What?
inner workings of the game to the kinds of content that may have done more harm than good. It's all led me to where I'm at now, and as long as I'm still playing this Square game, I'll still be around. I hope to keep this
Ah!
as long as I can, since it's
Dead again.
and more importantly, fun. Maybe I'll be looking back on this video
Ah!
in years where I'm at, and if that's the case, I really hope Explorer is finally released, because I already know that'll be a banger video. Also, here's 5% on ICDX.
The most luxurious skincare
Those coins kill you, don't they?
by L'Oreal Paris.
My God, I just exploded.
Just one night, 2 out of 3 women would switch from their luxury cream.
What the flip? Ow, coins. Control. What is this one? Oh, you have to be kidding me. The controls are reversed. You almost got me. Ah! Yeah.
You know what the top Google search result for Geometry Dash is?
Haha, loser.
Wow, this video turned out great. An exposal of a fake Geometry Dash website and how it's stealing popular Scratch projects. It's a good thing I
The spikes jump. Where did you go?
Craig, is that you? No one's heard from you in weeks. Ever since you started rambling about that fake geometry dash.
What do you know about fake geometry? Do you have any idea what I've been through? Fun games, Geometry Light, Egg Dash.
What are you talking about? You're not making any sense.
Oh, trust me, I am! There is so much to uncover. Come here, I'll tell you everything. I mean everything. So, a while back I made a video where investigating Geometry Dash websites you might have seen. Long story short, they take advantage of the fact that Geometry Dash is a game you have to install through the App Store or Steam or whatever.
Why is there drilling going on downstairs?
Graphic, mostly children, that think that you can just search the game up on Google and immediately start playing.
I'm playing.
Alternatively, maybe they just have a device like a Chromebook where they can't install Geometry Dash. So what these sites do is simple. They call themselves Geometry Dash, work their way up Google search, and then when someone clicks on it, they have a Geometry Dash to play. Usually with a ton of ads where all the money goes to the website and none goes to Robtop, the developer of the game. In other words, it's a scam and you shouldn't fall for it. Now, obviously, you can't just put actual Geometry Dash on a website. Porting this
I know what's going on.
would probably require remaking it from the ground up.
Oh, you have to be kidding
Some
me.
people have actually done this. The majority of these websites would present you with Geometry Dash v1.5, a remake of the game made in the building block programming language Scratch by the legend himself, Gritpatch. But although it's impressive for Scratch standards, you can't really pass this
What
off as a
the
real thing. But to the people foolish enough to think that they're playing real Geometry Dash on a website, this was enough. Scratch Geometry Dash actually came with a level editor, so it would go on to develop a bit of a community.
Ha ha!
Build their own levels, and others would go on to add new objects and mechanics. One Scratcher in particular,
Please.
Time Warner Cable
Knew it.
115,
No!
to remake as many real GD levels in Scratch as possible, from level easy to change of scene to everything in between. No lie, there's literally thousands. Are they good?
Springs.
Not really. In fact, most are barely even playable, but I see it as more of an art form.
Ah!
In my eyes, and it's done as a passion project. But the fake Geometry Dash websites
No.
took notice, and this was a gold mine to them. Now they could clickbait hundreds of real GD levels, serve up the Scratch versions, which they stole, and profit from all the ads.
I knew it!
They also have these really funny AI-generated descriptions, like, in Geometry Dash I Spy with my little eye, you will overcome countless challenging challenges. Fly like a lightning-fast rocket past the spikes and obstacles ahead. Of course, they also sprinkle in some other random games or weird GD clones, but that's to be expected. The most notable of these websites is geometry-io, which has hundreds, maybe even thousands of these stolen Scratch projects.
No!
But really, there's tons of these websites. The more you look, the more you'll find. And it's not just Geometry Dash. You'll also find these for FNAF, Happy Wheels, Wordle, Slope, Backrooms, and so on. And even though these websites sometimes give you what you want, they are there specifically to trick you. They all run on the same code, so to spot one, just look for a footer that looks like this, or a comment section kind of like this. So that's where my last video ended. But lots has happened since then. For example, if you search Geometry Dash on Google,
What the?
some results have been removed due to a copyright complaint. from the one and only RobTop Games. Turns out, he's been sending multiple of these, and they actually work. The search results are impressive.
No!
Some websites don't even appear anymore. But it's pretty obvious that if you strike down one of these websites, 2 more will grow back. And for some reason, Geometry-IO never dies. Probably because they keep changing their homepage to a different link. Speaking of that website, did you know that there's actually a kids.geometry-IO? I could not tell you why this exists, but it seems to have less ads, so maybe it's a legal thing. Also, a few days after I posted my video, GD.io added a disclaimer to their website. A non-official fan-made version of Geometry Dash. We are not the official game in capital letters. They also credited the creator of the Scratch project. But if you go to the website now, you'll notice 2 things. Firstly, that disclaimer has been banished to a link all the way at the bottom of the page. And secondly, they're not running the Scratch version anymore. You see, as impressive as it is, Scratch Geometry Dash obviously doesn't play that well. And it's just a stolen project made by someone else. What these websites needed...
Oh! Wait, this is gonna kill me.
Exactly like real Geometry Dash.
Ha
The game's so impressive that you could barely tell it apart from the real
This
thing.
should definitely
And above
kill
all
me.
else, a game that they could
That's
have
gonna
full
kill
control
me.
over the development of. This video isn't about the existence of these fake Geometry Dash websites.
Yep, I flipping knew it.
Nor
No!
other weird ripoffs that they also host. This video is about one single Geometry Dash clone that I've spent months of my life investigating. A game with the ambitious goal of becoming a perfect copy of Geometry Dash. A game that would undergo dozens of strange updates and break out into multiple spin-off games. A game that would build their own RobTop levels, and a game that would steal levels that never existed to begin with.
What?
Importantly, a game that would absolutely break me as a human being. This is the story of Geometry Light.
Knew it. I finally did it. Get back! No! Mama!
So, as much as I would love to jump right into
What the blah 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 blah.
the first one actually shows up in my last fake GD video at 6 minutes and 25 seconds. There's Geometry Dash Unblocked, which is your more traditional Geometry Dash copy and not something made on Scratch. The levels are actually recreations of the Geometry Dash ones, like Associations is actually Clubstep with the monsters and everything. This is GeoJump, a pretty terrible copy of Geometry Dash that's been around for years. Despite the weird level names like Preamble, Let's Go, Gravitational, they're just really sad recreations of the main GD levels. However, Stereo Madness was replaced with some weird knockoff version fresh out of the recent tab. The game goes all the way up to Electrodynamics, or Planet Hunt, but as you can see, it looks and plays terribly. But what I want you to focus on is the music. It turns out that this game exclusively uses old tracks by F777, who you might know is the creator of Deadlock, Sonic Blaster, and many other bangers. I asked him if he knew about it, and sure enough, they just grabbed these songs without permission. Funny enough, this game actually has a second version. It has a proper menu and uses the actual Geometry Dash songs, but they obviously don't sync. There's also a bunch of funky icons to pick from, as well as a shuffle button, which I made, by the way, for my Icon Kit website. Then that game got a second version, adding all the levels up to Finger Dash. And this time they don't have weird names, but that doesn't stop them from being awful. Then they made GeoJump World, which is the 10 GD World levels followed by the challenge as an 11. Once again, not good. I would even argue that the Scratch games play better than this. I thought it ended there, but then someone on Twitter sent me Slope Ball, a game about a heroic ball exploring several mysterious islands. It's just the exact same game rotated 10 degrees! Aside from making you a ball, they also cleaned up the menu and improved the physics a bit, but there's still nothing going for this game.
Scale?
The other game I need to quickly cover is what I call GD Unity.
What the?
Dash, although this game looks really impressive, it has buttons do nothing and there's typos everywhere. My favorites are progress bar, any icon from Geometry Dash, but Death Effect The achievements menu is...
Wah.
All the textures there come from me, from the old achievement page on my website GD browser. Finally, and most importantly,
Why am I so scared?
gravity is brutal. The cube can bonk its head. The UFO is... what? And it gets significantly worse. Much like GeoJump, this game goes up to electrodynamics.
Wah.
And now he's completely...
Wah.
This lays a pretty good foundation, so it ended up breaking like Meltdown, which turned out to be obviously has flaws. Sub-Zero only has press start, and it's actually some weird extension of the level. The ending is weirdly difficult. And it uses Geometrical Dominator. It had one job. There's also a Bloodbath spin-off for some reason, but this transition is impossible because every portal resets you to normal gravity. But I data mined the game, and yeah, it is the entire level. It's faithful, but there's definitely some mistakes, like using the X object here, leaving out some creator logos,
Doors.
filling in all the blanks with this object for some reason. Geometry Dash Scratch is probably the weirdest of the bunch, because it's the exact same as Meltdown, but they just changed the logo. I really could not explain it. Finally,
Jesus.
Geometry Dash Breeze, which is actually a fan game by the creator Ndrexel. He makes really good raw
What?
levels, and you can play them all from his account. My favorite is Into the Zone. It plays so nicely. But yeah, for some reason they made the first 3 levels of Breeze. I don't know if that's an honor or kind of concerning. Once again, it's not great, and the spider is pretty silly. This game will show up again later, but for now, we can finally head back to geometrydash.io, which is where this story really begins. And let me just explain how this video is going to work. First, we're going to go over the history of this website, everything they've done since my last video, as well as all the details of that geometry.
No!
Then we'll get into how the website starts to take a weird turn, and finally,
Come on!
tear it apart with data mining, clue
What the-
and everything in between. This is something I've been investigating like a maniac for.
Oh yeah! I found the data mine.
Shortly
I
after
found
my
the
last Big
dead.
TV video, I realized that I should probably
Yeah,
keep a
where
close
are
eye
you-
on this website.
Where are you
So I
going?
set up a bot that posts to Twitter every time they add a new Scratch game to their lineup. When that video came out in November of 2022,
That's a spring.
9 circle space, adding levels like Down Base, Crimson Clutter, Astronaut 13, just to name a few. In December, they had Sub-Zero, but it was just this random game. Then they changed it to the Scratch one a few days later. Following that, they would go on to add Scratch versions of Tryout all the way up to Finger Dash, even linking these games right from their homepage. Then they began working.
I am the door.
Making its way onto the site on March 16th.
I am the door.
June 30, we saw I-Spy. July 18th, we got Limbo, and then Change of Scene on the 21st. On August 5th, there was a lot of
Sauce?
and Among Dash.
It's
Second,
sauce.
Mario Dash, which was this.
Wonder Train?
Please, I don't want to die by a saw.
I know that when I put Wonder Train on, it's going to support me and make me feel confident week after week, lift after lift.
Please. Wait, can I jump over it? Ha ha! Don't even just run, you just jump over. No! What the f-
providing for their loved ones and their community. Where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us. Taking time to get to know you. Calling you by name. Generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future.
Nope! Okay, these saw levels will be my final levels!
Egg Dash and Spooky Dash, which are popular Scratch projects by Chipmunk with completely original levels and a new engine that runs much better than the other Scratch Geometry Dash. The site also started moving all their Scratch games to Turbo Warp, which is just
Jesus Christ.
In January of this year, they added Mario 64. It's literally just Mario 64. I'm not even joking. I have no idea how they got away with this. Someone on Twitter even beat it. They also added Lobotomy Dash, which is... Fire in the house! Gotta love the default Unity physics. Turns out this one's hosted on lobotomy-.com, which is yet another fake Geometry Dash website where this is the front page game. It has a corner where you can watch lobotomy Dash video, and a long AI-generated description stating that a lobotomy is the process of curing mental illness by causing brain damage. It sounds absurd, but its effectiveness will surprise you. Finally, this April they added Dash Spider. The funniest part about this one is that they literally forgot to add a game. It's just a blank screen. There's no data. To this day, there's still
No.
and the occasional other
Unless
stuff to expect.
that's a block.
Back on the 8th of August,
No, that's a real song. I'm dead. Blah blah blah.
Geometry Dash Lite. Normally, this isn't a very big deal, but this time, Scratch
That's a-
Geometry Dash vanished from the homepage.
That's a block.
This game took its place. Right away, let's clear up that this is not the Unity version of Geometry Dash I showed earlier. It is made in Unity.
Yes. What's the next
Geometry
one?
Dash Unity.
Wait, hold on. Let's do Flappy.
Lite, which is also the display name for real.
Oh my God, it's Flappy Bird.
It's clear that this game is in a pretty unfinished state.
Okay,
Most of the menu
part
options
2 later.